What's up guys, my name is PokerfaceAsh and welcome to my YouTube channel, and if you haven't already, make sure you've smashed that subscribe button and let's get into it. This is vlog number 13 and this one's gonna be a little bit different today. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna take you on 3 different events. The first one is a birthday trip I took to Vegas where I ran deep in a ladies $500 championship event where I played against some really tough competition. The second part of this trip is me going on an adventure to Resorts World where I checked out everything it had to offer. And the third part of this vlog is me coming back home to play a session at my local casino because I haven't been able to play here in Arizona in a long time, so I hope you guys enjoy it. I also have one really special, exciting announcement. I'm proud to announce that I am officially a Stake Kings sponsored pro influencer. That means I'm gonna be able to put all of my tournament packages on Stake Kings for you guys to buy a piece of me and sweat my action. I am so excited for this. One of the main things I'm excited for is I'm going to be putting together a World Series of Poker package where I'm going to be playing the main event. I'm going to be playing pretty much every event, 1500 or less, and you guys will have a chance to buy my action. The link in the info to buy my package will probably be on the next vlog, so stay tuned for that. All right, here we go, vlog number 13. I hope you guys enjoy it. First stop, Vegas. And once again, since I was up all night editing, I did get some sleep. It's now 4 p.m. and I am ready to head to Vegas and play the $500 Ladies Championship event tomorrow at Venetian. And I'm super excited to get out there. Let's do this. I'll see you guys in Vegas. All right, it is June 25th. AKA $500 Ladies Championship event today, AKA my birthday. And hopefully on my birthday we can bag some chips in this tournament. It's a 2-day tournament. Day 2 is tomorrow, and let's see what we can do. Let's run up a stack. So I arrived in Vegas and my sights were set on winning this $500 Ladies Championship event, and there was going to be some really tough players in the field, but I came into it feeling confident and ready. I loved my table draw, and immediately I knew I was going to be able to be aggressive and hopefully take down some pots, chip up early, and that way I can put a lot of pressure on the short stacks leading up to the end of the day. So those were my goals and I was ready to get going. 30k starting stack, 30-minute levels, not a bad structure at all. I'm not gonna lie, early on, I did get a good run of cards where I flopped a set with pocket 4s, won a nice pot with ace king, and then pocket 10s, and then this hand happened. Alright, so this was a pretty significant hand that kind of propelled me throughout the rest of the tournament. Blinds are 200, 400 with a 400 big blind ante, and I have around 43,000, but in this hand, stacks are about 37,000 effective. It folds all the way around to the button, and she raises to 1,000. I look down at king jack offsuit in the big blind, and I'm gonna flat here, so we go heads up to a flop. The flop is ace queen 3 with 2 hearts. I check, and she down bets to $800. For that price, I'm gonna call and see what develops, so I call and we head to a turn card. The turn is the 10 of clubs and we smash that gut shot. I check, she bets 3,000 and I decide to raise to 10,000. And to my surprise, she rips all in for the rest of her chips. Of course I snap call, we flip our hands over, she sees the bad news, the board runs out the 4 of clubs and we get almost a full double, and now we are the chip leader of our table. Here on dinner break with my friend Lily. We are both still in, and I just got coolered kings versus aces all in pre-flop, and luckily my friend Lily rebought, so she's gonna be at my table again. But anyway, we're gonna try to build up stacks. Still have 60 bigs, so hopefully I can get something going.
We got this.
We got this. Alright, we are bagging for day 2. We just finished up our last hand. It's really loud in here, but we found a bag and we're playing tomorrow at 11 a.m. There are 23 people left out of 110, and we're probably right around average stack, but I'm about to count my chips right now and bag them up. Just wrapped up day 1 of the $500 ladies event. Man, what a grind. I am exhausted, my head hurts, and we're coming back tomorrow at 11 a.m. to finish this thing out. 23 people left, 12 spots pay, and over 14,000 for first place. I would absolutely love to just bink this tournament so bad. So I'm hoping for the best tomorrow. I am going to get some sleep, I'm exhausted, and I'll see you guys in the morning. All right, really quick, it's 10:30 here. I'm going to try and get a quick bite to eat because we start at 11. There's 22 people left, and there are actually some pretty tough players left in this field. We got Ashley Sleeth, we got Kathy Liebert, and that's just a few people left in this tournament, so it's not gonna be easy, but if we can run pure here and hold up when we need to, I have a feeling that we can definitely take this down. I'm really excited, and I know we can make this final table, but our main goal is to get that first place prize. Not really looking to get a min cash, I wanna win it all. Let's go. Alright guys, this one is gonna sting a little bit. So we're out in, I think, 14th place, no cash. I opened rip with about 16 bigs with ace queen offsuit. Ruth Hall, who had just knocked out 2 players, overwhelming chip leader, has like a third of the chips. I'm not sure if she didn't see my raise or what, but she flicked in 15,000. I think she was just trying to open. And so the rule is that she actually called my all in, but she was gonna call the floor to see if she could forfeit. And she's like, oh no, it's fine, I'll just call. And she's like, I hope I don't suck out on you. And she had 10-6 offsuit, and she binks a 10 on the flop. There's still hope on the turn, but then the river is another 10, and we are out. Oh man. I lost a few chips early because there was a shove for like 3 or 4 big blinds, and I had ace jack suited, and I called, and she ended up winning. So we lost some there. I opened a hand and then c-bet a flop and got raised and had to fold. So just like that, my stack went from being a 30 big blind stack to like an 18 big blind stack. The blinds go around, and then we found ourselves in that spot with ace queen. I'm gonna jump in the $600 deep stack now, and first I'm gonna regroup a little bit, make sure my mind's right, and then I'm gonna hop in that. So thanks for sweating me in that tournament. I'm super bummed. I really thought we were gonna take that one down, but it wasn't in the cards, literally. Tournament, there wasn't too much to talk about, honestly. Just no spots, card dead, you know how it goes. But now I'm headed to get some birthday drinks with somebody that you guys might know. Cheers, sir. Cheers.
And it'll tell you like what the best hold is. Okay.
I just had an amazing time hanging out with the Andrew Neeme. Like, what? Amazing drinks, amazing conversation, amazing guy, incredible overall human being, Mr. Andrew Neeme. I am now sweating my friend Sammy. He is now at the final table, 5 left in the $600 deep stack event, 56K up top, and this guy has like a third of the chips in play. I'm really hoping he takes it down. It's 3:30 in the morning. I need sleep, but I can't leave when my friend's at the final table. Let's go. How does it feel to be at the final table? How does it feel?
This is the first time for him, so he doesn't know. He can't express his feelings. I don't think he saw.
He's a noob, I guess.
Yeah.
Of course, my friend Sammy binked the tournament. They ended up doing an ICM chop, and he won over $35,000, so of course he had to take us out for a celebration meal. So we got some steak, had a great time. It's the least he could do for us because we stayed up till almost 7 in the morning sweating his final table. But congrats, Sammy. Alexa, open the drapes. Alright, I am here with my guy, ThinkBluePoker. He was kind enough to give me a shout out because my sons beat his Lakers and we made a bet, and so he was kind enough to give me a shout out on his YouTube channel. Now I thought I'd do the same. Make sure to check him out, and yeah, you got anything to say?
No. Thank you for the shout out, Ash.
Alright. Well, I told you guys I'd be back to Amalfi's, and there's not a better time to go than for my birthday dinner. So my friend Sammy and I went, and we got to pick out our fish that we wanted, and they cooked it right there for us. We got to pick our sauce. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. Had a nice glass of wine to go with it, followed by an amazing dessert. If you guys haven't checked out Amalfi's yet, you gotta go. It's in Caesar's Palace. You will love it. After dinner, we had just enough time to late reg the Caesar's Nightly Tournament, and I ended up binking it, getting first place. It was my first Caesar's coin I've gotten, and it felt good to just bink a tournament. Alright, time to head home, and now it's time for the second Vegas trip on this vlog. Alright, we've been here before. A couple times actually. I'm on my way to Vegas, but this time I'm going to be meeting up with somebody very special, somebody you guys all know and love in the poker world. And I can't wait to show you who it is, but you'll see when I get there. Gonna eat my bagel, and I'll see you guys in Vegas.
That's pretty bad tonight, no?
It's happening. Yes, wait. Oh god, I'm corrupted. So I came to Vegas to meet up with Alex AKA Novocaine Poker. If you're not following her already on Instagram, you're missing out. So this trip actually didn't have any poker in it, and so for all you hand history buffs, I'm gonna try my best to give a quick highlight reel of everything I got to do, because I actually got to stay at Resorts World, explore everything it had to offer. There were so many shops, places to eat. The food was absolutely delicious. We ate at this one restaurant that had smoked duck, grilled octopus, and a delicious charcuterie board. It was amazing. One of my favorite spots was the secluded casino on one of the top floors. The view was incredible, and you could play blackjack or just enjoy a cocktail up there. It was awesome. And if all that wasn't enough, Alex was kind enough to gift me 2 seats to the Absinthe show. I've been hearing about this show for a long time, and I finally got to see it. It was so cool. I'd never seen anything like that before. Well, I have been gone so much lately. Vegas, Austin, well, a lot of Vegas. I haven't even had a chance to play poker at my home casino. So I am here. I'm leaving for Cali tomorrow actually, but I'm in town today. So I'm gonna play a session. Got my nice sweatshirt on, feeling comfortable, feeling cozy, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably gonna jump in the 300, but I'll hop in whatever's open and we'll go from there. So let's play a little session. It's even been a couple months since I played poker in Arizona, so let's do this. So because I got there so early in the morning, there weren't that many games going, so I did wait for a bit when finally my name was called to the 2-100 game, and that just means you can bet anything from $2 to $100 at any given time. Max buy-in is $300. Alright, first playable hand we get is pocket sevens. There's a limp under the gun, and I raise to $11. I pick up 4 callers, so we're going 5 ways to a flop. The flop is queen 5-3 rainbow. I check, and the guy to my left bets $12. The small blind calls, and I'm just gonna let my hand go, and I fold, and let's move on to the next one. In this hand, there's a straddle on the button of $5, so I'm first to act in the small blind, and I make it $20 to go with king-queen offsuit. It folds all the way around to the button, who's a fairly splashy player and likes to play a lot of pots. He makes the call, so we go heads up to a flop. The flop is king 5-5 rainbow. Usually I'm betting almost my entire range on this board for a 25% sizing. However, this time I decided to check as an exploit and see if we can let him catch up a bit, because there's not really much we need to protect against here. I check and he checks. The turn is the 10 of clubs. I bet $10 and he raises to $40. I'm not folding, I'm not raising, so my only option here is to call. The river is the 4 of spades. I check and he bets $60. This line he took is screaming a 5. I wasn't quite sure how this guy played, and he could possibly be overvaluing a worse king than me. At the time, I felt my hand was a little bit too strong to fold, so I did put in the call, and sure enough, he flips over 8-5 offsuit. So we lose about $100 or so on that hand, but luckily, right after that hand, our name was called to the 2-200 game, and it plays a little bit bigger, so we're gonna rack up our chips and head to that game. All right, taking a quick break here. I just got moved to the 2-200 game, so that game is a $2 to $200 bet game, and the max buy-in is $600, and so I'll be in for 6. I've heard the table is a lot better, and a lot of chips are flying around, so I'm hoping to win some big hands. Lost a few pots at 1-2 that were kind of unfortunate. Probably should have just made some folds, but either way, let's see if we can run up a stack in this 2-200 game. So the same guy who I just lost that pot to, he moved over here as well, and he put in the straddle under the gun to $5. It folds to me in the cutoff, and I raise to $20 with 4-5 of clubs, feeling a little spicy. The button, small blind, and straddle call, and I quickly learned how loose this table is, and they love to call pretty much any bet pre-flop. I love it. So we go 4 ways to a flop. The flop is pretty great for my hand and my range. The flop is 3-3-7, 2 clubs, because they have no idea that I have 5 high here. I think this is definitely a hand that needs to bet. We have 5 high, we have some equity, we have a gut shot and flush draw possibilities and 5 high, so we're gonna put in a bet here of $25. Only the small blind calls. The turn is the 9 of spades. He doesn't look like he loves his hand. He looks a bit uncomfortable and kind of annoyed, so he checks again. I bet $60. He thinks for a little bit and then folds, so we get the 5 high bluff through. Alright, here's an exciting one for you, and in this hand, stacks are about $400 effective. There's a raise under the gun to 15, next to act calls, and the guy next to him calls, and I look down on the button with pocket aces. Since there's multiple callers, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger here on the button, so I raise to $60. It's back on the under the gun raiser, and he thinks for a little bit, and he decides to put in the min raise. He makes it 120 to go. It folds back around to me. When someone raises under the gun and then min raises a 3-bet, to me it's screaming he has kings or maybe queens. I know he probably doesn't have aces because that would be really unlikely. He only has about $400 behind, so I'm hoping that I can just raise here and we'll get it in, so I make it $320 to go. He thinks for a bit and then flats my raise, so we're going heads up to a flop. I have pocket aces and he only has about $100 behind. At these stakes and in these games, it really feels like he has pocket kings, and I'm just praying that I don't see a king or a queen on the flop. The flop is king 3 deuce rainbow, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, as he eagerly puts in his last $100. Of course I'm calling, and we're gonna see all 5 cards. The board runs out just about as dry as it gets, and since I call his bet, he has to show first, and I'm really curious of what I'm about to see. He flips over pocket sevens, and I was pretty shocked to see that, but hey, we just won a really nice pot, and it feels good to win a decent pot here back at my home casino. So as I was still stacking my chips, I got dealt ace queen of spades. There was a limp, and I raised to $15 and got 2 callers, and then the flop came 2 spades on a paired board, so I decided to c-bet, and they folded, and we are on fire. Alright, one of the last hands I played for the day, and the biggest pot of the day. There's a straddle under the gun to $5, next to act raises to 17, and the guy next to him calls. I look down at pocket sevens in the small blind, and I'm gonna flat here and try to flop a set. We're pretty deep here, about 600 to 700 effective, so I definitely have the implied odds to make this call. So I call. The under the gun straddler makes it $47, and next to act calls, and I call. So we go 3 ways to a flop. The flop is king 7-8 with 2 spades, and we flop ourselves bottom set. Feels good. I check, the under the gun player makes it $50, the other guy folds, so it's back on me, and I raise to $150. I'm happy to see that he puts in the call. The turn is a 5 of clubs. In this game, the max bet is $200, so that's what we're gonna do, and I make it $200. And I'm also happy to see him call yet again, so we're going to a river. The river is the 10 of diamonds, and again, all I can bet is $200, even though we're about 600 effective in this hand. I bet $200. He thinks for a long time, and then he decides on a fold. But either way, we scoop up a nice pot and a great way to end this session.
Oh, I tried to see that.
It's okay. 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're 10.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, well, pretty good session today. I'm happy. In for 600, cashed out with 14 something, I believe. Lost a little bit in the 2-1 game, which was kind of unfortunate because I didn't even really want to play that, but either way, nice day, good profit, played for a few hours. Feels good to have a solid session at Cash after my trip to Austin where I had a few unfortunate hands come up. So this is my first time back playing since Austin because as soon as I got back, I was just editing away. So first time back playing in Arizona in like 2 months, I think. That's how much I've been gone, I guess, which is awesome. It's all good stuff. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being on this journey with me. And it's exciting, it's fun, and it means the world to have your support. I love putting out content for you guys. This has been a dream. I look forward to continuing doing this. That's going to be it for this vlog. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, would you do me a huge favor and go all in and like, comment, and subscribe? It would mean the world to me. We're just getting started on this journey, and remember, it's only up from here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram for daily stories and live updates when I'm playing cash in tournaments. You won't want to miss it. So make sure you follow me at PokerfaceAsh. We're just getting started on this journey, and remember, it's only up from here. See you guys next time.